Hey, everybody, it's Tom. Welcome to MariusAndNewEvangelization.com. And tonight we're going to do a movie review on the movie called Left Behind. Left Behind is a movie that is part of a series of books that specifically deals with a theory known as the rapture, in which um, Protestants believe that you're going to get raptured. In other words, your body will disappear from the earth. You will just simply vanish. Just your body, not your clothes or anything else. Just your bodies are going to vanish. Okay, so if you are going to get, if you're one of the chosen ones to vanish from the earth, then you will have no warning. It's going to have, you're not going to know. You're going to be driving a car, you're going to be flying in an airplane, and you're just going to disappear. So you get no, even though you're privileged to get taken out of the world, dude, you don't even get to say goodbye to your kids. You're just done. You're out of here. It's gone. You're done. Gone. All right. So the movie portrays this as completely, utterly, not even like partially possible. There's nothing that rings true about that rapture in that movie. Nothing at all rings true about it. People just vanishing, vanishing. Okay, vanishing. The concept of vanishing. It's like it's like a witch melting or something, you know. So I'm gonna say, all right, look, I if the Protestants get raptured, just gone. You know what? At this point, you guys are slowing down the coming of the Son of Man because you are so ridiculously closed-minded. You're so narrow-minded. It's ridiculous. So the movie is ridiculous. It's it shows it it shows me the side of Protestantism that uh, I just So I'm trying not to be too critical, but it was horrible. The movie was bad. The only thing good about the movie was the marriage. That she was a Christian. She was too spiritual for everybody. Alienated the husband, alienated the kids, you know, and they were like worldly. They were very worldly. They rejected her spirituality for worldliness. So that was more interesting. You know, that family was more interesting. They could have just made a movie about that family, rejecting the spiritual one for worldly things, the dad being tempted to, you know, to get out of the marriage, find someone else. Um, that had more value than this stupid, dumb, ridiculous, frustrating scenario in an airplane. I mean, it was so bad. They're all like scratching their head, like, how did people vanish? Well, they could have been abducted by aliens, or somebody stole them. Like nothing made sense, okay, to these people. Nothing made sense. So vanish out of midair, vanish. Okay. As much as I would like to believe that we're going to vanish, um, I think it's more realistic if they would have done it like this. If they would have put like the world under Hitler, okay? And like he got control of the whole world, and you got ISIS that's, you know, ruling the cities, and um, you know, like that would have been more realistic if, you know, God's people were taken out of a situation like that, you know, where all of a sudden, you know, someone's about to find them, the Christians, and kill them, find the Sikhs, the believers, you know, and kill them. And then all of a sudden they're gone. See, that's much more believable. You know, that's probably how it's going to happen, is that the chaos. These people were just like partying, going to U2 concerts. There was nothing, there was nothing at all even closely, you know, indicating there was going to be people going to just vanish out of midair. Whereas um, if you're in persecution and, you know, the world is under the Antichrist, then yeah, vanish, like that can happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying there's not going to be some type of protection or blessing or reward for being a believer, being faithful. So they had all the kids out of there. All the kids were gone. So all the kids were saved. Um, but, you know, the bottom line is the movie was so ridiculously unspiritual. There was no spirituality in that Christian movie at all. It was devoid of spirituality. So that's what I'm saying. If the Protestants are just trying to scare everybody, I don't know what their problem is. I really don't. But if you are that kind of Protestant where you just want to scare everybody, you're not really spiritual at all, you're not really praying, um, then you need to seriously like get out of it, because it's doing you no good. It's doing you no good. You're better off joining the Catholic Church, and loosely joining the Catholic Church. Okay, you don't want to get tightly in the politics of the Catholic Church right now. I'll tell you that right now. But you want to enjoy the blessings of the Mass and the Rosary. But you can pray the Rosary even if you're not Catholic. But confession, you know, Eucharist. I mean, there are some definite blessings uh, if you are loosely spiritually connected to the Catholic Church, but don't get involved in the politics. Seriously, stay out of the politics. Discouraging and depressing. But yeah, you don't want a Protestantism that is there's no spirituality and it's just all fear. You definitely don't want that. Get out. Become a Sikh even. I'd rather become a Sikh because they're spiritual. They're spiritual people. So that's my review. You know, that's my review. Left Behind.